Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Badass Business Builders. My name is Joella. I am your host and the founder of this group. I am just so thankful that you guys have tuned in today to talk about a very interesting topic. Do you suffer from achiever's amnesia? Yes, that's right. Do you ever feel like you're not doing enough, or you're always behind, or there is never enough time to get to the things that matter most to you? If you have these feelings, you most likely suffer from achiever's amnesia. And believe it or not, it's a very common condition. Why? Why is that? Because over the course of a year, we give so much. We cater to our families, we crank out work and projects, we complete one house project and then quickly move on to the next task. We are in a constant state of doing and forget to acknowledge and savor the accomplishments. And quite frankly, it's way easier to see what we haven't done versus seeing all that we have done. If you continue to live life just doing, driving, striving, and working, you will most definitely drop from exhaustion or explode with overwhelm. So, with the start of 2022, in this episode, we are going to get into how to spot this pattern and how to break free from it so you are filled with joy and satisfaction with everything that you do. There is no reason why you can't shift this feeling once and for all. But I must warn you, it takes time and persistence. It takes discipline and practice. The first thing to understand is the act of being a human, we are a human being, it's in our DNA to forget. Yes, you heard me right. Don't think you're alone when it comes to not remembering the name of that famous actor in the latest Spider-Man, or where your best friend works, or how that famous book ended. The reality is, human beings forget. We are designed to forget. But on the bright side, with this forgetting, we get to relearn and reshape ourselves over and over and over again. So no wonder we all work our tails off and forget to acknowledge the prize and honor the time and effort it took to accomplish this goal. In addition to our genetic makeup, our external world is fighting for our attention, constantly inserting messages and emotions that aren't our truth, that don't serve our purpose or why we are here. When we pay attention to our external world and what they feed us, it is a coordinated effort to distract us from our greatness, to make us feel inferior, to drive fear in us. All of this is done with intention and purpose because, think about it, what would happen if every single person actually lived to their fullest potential? What would happen if we all honored our inner knowing that life is amazing and we are in control of our joy? What would happen if we all crushed it every single day and supported each other in accomplishing our highest potential? Wow, imagine that world, right? The truth is, when we are not present with ourselves, we will forget our greatness. Achiever's amnesia sets in because we don't celebrate our victories enough. We don't brag that we overcame something very challenging. Instead, the commonplace thing seems to be we wallow in our sad stories. And as a result, we have programmed our minds, our hearts, and our bodies to respond to anything else but our greatness. In fact, it's hard for us to stand proud and proclaim with pride something that we did for fear of this response we will get. This is actually quite sad if you think about it, right? We are more afraid of the response we will get when we celebrate something versus feeling the joy and the pride when we share our accomplishments. Does this sound backwards to you? Yes, it is. It's backwards completely. Because we are living in a culture where the focus is on fear, or what we don't have, or what we should be doing, or how we should be spending our money. It's easy to fall into achiever's amnesia because this is how we are programmed by our society. Okay, I know this is heavy stuff, especially now when it appears that everywhere we turn, things are getting ugly. But I have to ask you, is what you see in the external world the truth within your heart? What is the truth about that you hold in your heart? What is the truth that you hold about yourself in your heart, about your family, about all that you're doing? What are you hiding from your friends because you don't want to come across as egotistical? Do you give yourself permission to your friends and family to share something awesome that they have done just leave it at that? Don't focus on the sad, but only focus on the joy and the satisfaction of accomplishment? It's not easy, I know. So now that we know what achiever's amnesia is and why we are dealing with this, I want to share some things with you that you can do this year to honor your achievements. So here we are, January 3rd, 2022. We have a whole brand new year ahead of us. Have you looked back at your 2021 to identify and acknowledge all that you have done? All of the places you have visited, all of the things you've accomplished, all of the money you have generated, all of the smiles you received from your kids, all of the loving moments with your partner. If you haven't done this, I highly encourage you to do that this week, because when you acknowledge these things, you will remember how amazing you are. Okay, so maybe all of 2021 might feel like a daunting task at this moment. Well, then start with today. Start with this week. Here's something simple that you could do. Every day before you go to bed, close your eyes and review your day. See in your mind all of the things that you accomplished, all of the projects and tasks that you started, all of the things that you've completed, all of the time you spent with your family, how you honored your body, how you honored your spirit. Guys, if you don't remember your greatness, who will? It's your birthright to recall how amazing you are. Not your partners, not your colleagues, not your kids, but you. You have to do it for yourself. You are in control of your world and your destiny. And the way to maintain joy and satisfaction is to honor yourself and all that you're doing. I know this sounds simple, but simple doesn't make it easy. It's hard to stay consistent with a loving self-practice such as this. And believe it or not, one of the biggest things I help my clients do is to stay consistent with their joy. Can you believe that? It's hard to stay in the frequency of joy. It's hard to be happy right now. You need to be reminded. If you're not reminding yourself, you need to find an advocate that will propel you in that remembering, to shine a mirror on all that you've become, and to encourage and cheerlead you onto your path of greatness. If you are ready to change this pattern and you know you need support, I want you to consider me an ally. I offer free 45-minute discovery strategy sessions to help you uncover what is blocking your business and your life from the success that you desire. And one of the common blocks is that we forget, and we need ongoing reminding. We need an advocate to help us stay the course. And that's how I show up. So if you need the support, I really encourage you to book a call with me by going to businessesonpurpose.com/talk. Also, this Wednesday, January 5th at 5:30 p.m. ET, I will be doing a very special Facebook Live training to help you map out a plan for 2022 that will support you in the best year ever. So if you're interested, please check out the events and join us then. Well, folks, that's it for today. It was so great to catch up with you. Until next time, take care. Thanks again.